For today's video, we'll go through the top 7 reasons why most individuals are broke, as well as how to solve each of these issues. It's not about how much you eat or how much espresso you drink each week. Stay tuned as this will focus on huge challenges and significant gains for your financial life. To help you out of bankruptcy, breakdown, you get the point. Number 1. Low income. Low income is quite clear. You don't have a sufficient income. You have a small income, so this first one may seem obvious, but not earning enough money is the actual reason for most people's money issues to begin with. You can't save your way out of a low-income situation, just as you can't exercise your way into muscle mass if you don't earn enough and the expense of living is consuming you alive. You won't be able to go ahead and you'll be stuck on the hamster wheel for the rest of your life. Which is why some families struggle from generational poverty or are no more better or less fortunate than their parents who came before them. If you're not earning enough money, you need to focus on increasing your earnings. How can you achieve that? The simplest approach to earn extra money or income is to improve your marketable abilities. You must ask yourself what abilities the market values. Figure that out and you will gain more money. It's no different than becoming an entrepreneur and determining what problem the industry needs to be fixed. So these are a few examples of high-return degrees such as research, technology, mathematics, and engineering, as well as working in the trading with the goal of eventually working for yourself. Blue-collar professions are despised, yet most individuals don't understand how to perform with their hands, and this is just becoming worse with time. Also, changing companies every few years with substantial pay increases is an excellent strategy to increase your earnings, as is launching a side hustle or a company while doing your 9-to-5 jobs. Advancing your career, such as nurse, being a nurse practitioner, is a small jump that pays substantially more. So by applying these strategies, you may occasionally double, triple, or quadruple your current income. So addressing problem number 1, which really is your low income. Number 2, you don't save. Saving money is therefore a sign of a disciplined individual. We claim that we couldn't save individuals who didn't make enough money. Consider the opposite. There are several cases in society of individuals who are well paid, but eventually losing it all owing to a low or non-existent savings rate. There are several cases of professional sports athletes, entertainers, and even highly paid professions, such as physicians, who have little to showcase the money they have earned over their careers. The reason for this is because most of the time, they don't save as much as they should, and even if they do, they spend at a rate that makes it seem like the money they're generating will never stop. This is when things become complicated. This is also a type of lifestyle inflation, which we will discuss shortly in this video. So what is the remedy to not saving enough? Clearly, saving more is the apparent solution, but it is an exaggeration. You must first pay yourself. If you pay yourself first from the money you know you'll make consistently, you'll never run out of savings since you're paying yourself first. So for simplicity, let's say the James household earns $80,000 annually and has a healthy after-tax savings of 15 to 25%. This tries to tell us that the James household should immediately save $12,000 to $20,000 annually, or approximately $2,000 per month, to meet their financial goals. So from here, you can simply divide this $12,000 to $20,000 each year into another savings account. You may have a trip account, a housing fund account, a savings and emergency account, and whatever savings account you want to save for. This way, you'll know for sure if you can afford the goods you want. Number 3, too much car. Driving too many cars is the simplest way to lose your money. It is a wealth destroyer. That is the simplest method to lose your wealth-building dollars. So instead of investing this money in profitable ventures, most individuals buy vehicles that will depreciate throughout time. I'm not referring to historic vehicles or Rolls-Royces, which gain in value if purchased correctly. I'm talking about your Toyotas and Hondas, which are sitting in your garage and depreciating as we speak. The median family income in the US was $65,000 in 2020, and the average car mortgage for a brand new car is a record high $648 over the course of 60 months. You are practically driving around in your family income for 60 months, or at least 2/3 of that. People acquire too many cars for a variety of reasons. Some are fresh grads who get their first adult job and begin earning more than they've had made before, so they believe they deserve it. Other individuals excuse it by saying they would like a safe vehicle for their family, so they purchase a brand new SUV. Others would respond, "I'm a car enthusiast. My vehicle brings me enormous joy," which I understand. But the way to purchase a car quickly, if you want to finance it, is to follow this 24-10 method. So pay at least 20% down payment to finance for no more than 4 years and make sure the whole cost of ownership, including insurance and loan payments, is less than 10% of your monthly gross salary. If you fulfill this requirement, go ahead and buy anything you want. The ideal method to buy vehicles is to find a single source and pay with cash. However, you must know what you are looking for, or if you want, you may always bring your trusted mechanic to perform an independent vehicle inspection as well. Buying vehicles from wealthy individuals who maintain them and absorb the depreciation hit means we get to drive it for free or make money based on the car over time. So speaking of vehicles, we'll go on to number 4. Number 4, buying too much house. This one is a very straightforward and easy one. You acquired too much house. Becoming a house poor is certainly one of the quickest ways to ensure that you will be broke for the entirety of your life. House poor is a phrase used to define a person who spends a considerable amount of his or her overall earnings in home ownership, involving mortgage payments, real estate taxes, servicing and utilities, particularly HOA fees, and additional expenses that I will not discuss. Too many houses can not only drain your income, but it will also impede you from enjoying a comfortable and joyful life. You're not happy and want to travel internationally, but you can't afford it since you purchased too many houses. You want to change jobs because you dislike your boss, but it's too dangerous to resign now since you purchased too many homes. Don't acquire too many houses. Number 5, too comfortable. You're broke because you're too comfortable. Humans are a species of habit, which puts us in our comfort zones. Most major life changes result from stepping outside of your comfort zone, whether this is initiating a side hustle, requesting for a raise, seeking a new career that will compensate you more, or even returning to school. As stated earlier, you must be able to step outside of your comfort zone in exchange for your success. Being comfortable is living in your comfort zone for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Comfort kills. I say this as a result of being guilty of it. I will work all day, come home, attempt to squeeze in a workout, eat dinner, watch TV or read, and finally get ready for bed, only to do it all over again the following day. Doing this 5 days a week from Monday to Friday, and before you realize it, the 5 years of your life have passed. You must stop the loop right now by not becoming comfortable and by launching your side hustles or business. Your approach to becoming too comfortable may differ from mine, but what I'd propose to everybody is to think about all of the things that consume the majority of your time in life and then exchange those things with something that will push you outside of your comfort zone. So instead of watching a movie for 3 hours every night, why not create a vlog or establish a small business? Take whatever subject area of expertise you have and disseminate it to the people via YouTube and social media. There are a million other ways to do that today. If you're an introvert and don't feel confident standing in front of a camera or on social media, there are so many other ways to start a company, and all you have to do is think outside the box and move beyond your comfort zone. Number 6, considering short term. You believe you have no goals in the short term. Long-term objectives give you meaning in life. If you're just clocking in and clocking out each and every day with no goal or direction, it's easy to give in to short-term enjoyment since you don't know how much you'd sacrifice these pleasures for without any long-term plans. Every successful businessman likes 2 things: being in debt and having children. Both of these items are used as motivation. So while I'm not recommending going into debt and having 5 children, this was their concept of a long-term plan. This is incredibly short-sighted in my opinion, but it works for them. What I would encourage is going through a picture of who and what you desire to be 1, 3, 5, 10, and 15 years from now. This exercise pushes you to consider how you will get to these milestones, both financially and in terms of lifestyle. For example, if you want to own a mansion and 2 Ferraris in 15 years, you must simulate that and figure out how to do so financially. If you want to get married and buy a house in 3 years, you need to think on how to begin saving for a down payment. If you want to have an amazing career in a given industry in 7 years, you need to start thinking about what degrees and jobs you need to acquire before that dream profession becomes a reality. So if you are thinking long-term and have a goal, you must consider the milestones. Lastly, number 7, fear of missing out. FOMO is living with the Jonases. The Jonases are welcome to kiss my assets. Keeping up with the Jonases is the quickest way to become bankrupt and unsatisfied. Keeping up with the Jonases entails comparing your financial performance to that of your colleagues and allowing their spending habits to affect your own. Your friend buys a luxury car, you want a luxury car. Your colleagues go on an expensive trip, you want to travel as well. Your neighbors send their children to a private school. Public school is no longer an option, and so forth and so forth. Comparing oneself to others is a fool's game, which has only worsened with the development of social media. Individuals instinctively compare themselves to others by scrolling through countless photographs of happiness and luxurious lifestyles, while in reality, most people only share positive things that are happening in their lives. My strategy is to ignore the Jonases and concentrate on a few things that you think will make you satisfied and have stages and purpose to them. Also, you're the average of the 3 individuals you go out with the most, making this a very close and smart group. Having a lot of friends and colleagues, but strong best friends, are where you have to be clever and strategic. These individuals don't care if you drive a 1998 Toyota Corolla or a 2020 Nissan GT-R. They still like you whatever you are, not for your material belongings or lifestyle. So you must choose friends who add value and depth to your life and who complement it rather than forcing you to surpass it by living up with the Jonases. As previously said, genuine friends don't mind who you are or the vehicle you drive. They are your friends, and they accept you for being who you are. The nicest part is that when you both progress together, if both of you went from poverty or anything and became successful, your relationship gets even stronger. And that was the 7 reasons why people are still broke. Hope you have learned something from this video. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for you to be updated on our latest videos. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.